Alright folks, let's go ahead and get started. I'm Yuri Villing. Welcome to another episode of Star Technology, where I think it's time we need to make crystal CPUs. Now, there are actually two things I want to do. The first is UV chips, and the second one is CPM energy. No, second one is the next, whatever the LUV solar panels are. ZPM energy hatches is part of kind of both of those, I guess. So I think we need to start with the chips though, because we can't get to the UV processors unless we do this. And we need UV processors to make the ZPM chip manufacturer, which is what we need for the next tier solar panels. Oh wait, is this? Oh, we could do it. We could do it now, but it would involve LUV, and then we'd have to do a converter, and I'd just rather do it ZPM. It's not like we don't have to do that anyways. We are doing okay on power. If I can get back here. Oh yeah, okay. So we're doing better. A little bit ago, we were down to like 6 or 7 or 8, and then it was 14 for a while, and then... Anyhow, in here is just cooking some osmiridium, because I've been bringing it over, and this is the part I hate about having everything backed up. If I go and put it in here, this is the one that runs. I don't really need these going, but it's got to use 4 stacks of osmiridium, and it'll fill that up first, and then I don't know why this one is running. I don't know, but that's the thing that's happening too. So osmiridium is just slow. It's like 180 seconds for 4 of them or something crazy. So it'll just take a second. That's all. Right. And I've got a bunch of stuff. I was gonna be sassy and make the trinium coil blocks, and I had it all set up, and then I realized, oh, that's ZPM. Everything's got to be ZPM, not LED. Well, okay. The only thing that has to be ZPM is the energy thing, but I guess we could make a transformer, but I really don't like doing that. I mean, I do in normal Gregtech. Sure, we can do that. But in this one, we got infinite power. You know, just a little more patience, and we'll get there. So this setup in here is seeming like it's pretty much bulletproof for now. Yeah, we haven't made... I think this is for the... No, we've made that. Oh, this is for the Lapatronic energy crystals, energy clusters. Haven't done that yet, but these guys down here are running fine. This guy is just literally, I think the only thing he's... Oh no, he's got rounds. What is he waiting on? Okay, so right now he's running okay. In fact, we're doing a surplus, but only because I turned a bunch of these off. So yeah, this is all running just fine. I should probably... What are you waiting on? Why haven't you run? Are you just turned off too? No. Huh. Probably have something misconfigured then. What, sorry, this is not what we were going to do today. 1128 1 1. Oh, that's a hatch. 2 8 8 1 2. So why aren't you running? Formed. You got the pump in there. Got an output bus with nothing in it. Oh, I know. I bet you it needs... Not those two. I bet you it needs, lubricant and soldering alloy. I don't know why it's not running. Yeah, both less than 8,000. Requires research. LUV. It's got LUV power, right? Try to... Oh, did I never connect that? I might not have connected that. Let's see. Nope, it's connected. You've got power. But I thought I saw that it would... Oh. That's ridiculous. Okay. I only wanted to do one, so it's not like it matters that much. Just want to be able to lock the drawer. So we'll do that, and... Okay, so anyways, we've made all the basic LUV gear. I don't know if pulling this out will matter, but we'll pull it out and see what happens. Maybe? Once you start talking, everything seems like it takes a lot longer. Okay, you're locked. Nope, nothing. Okay. So this here is emitters, sensors, and ZPM energy hatches. All of those are basically stuff we have all the things for. I just need to build the assembly lines. But we've done a lot of assembly lines lately. I did, in the background, put these together. We need two more. One for pipes and one for... I don't remember. There's one other one that we need an extruder for. And then we need another bender to make frames for the emitter or something. I don't remember. And then we need more wires for something. Anyways, so these are just coming along here. They're all fine. I did obviously decide to do it like this because this seems a lot more reasonable than this. I mean, we would have, what's it? So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. So then otherwise we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it would have gone over to here. And it would have been a lot easier to access. So that's my thought on that. I'm trying to figure out where we do the crystal processor chip assembly. I think over here. Oh, I don't have room. This is where I was planning on doing it, though. Do I just build another... Do I build another clean room? Let's table that and do it over in... Why can't I... Look, stop. Right there. That's where you go. He's always so mad. I can't even do it in here, can I? Well, I could. I could do it in here. We could do it in here. Do we want to, though? It seems silly. Wait. How many machines would it take? Sorry, we're also looking at the research stuff. We need the research station because ZPM energy hatches require the data orbs, and all the data orbs go to the research station. And that's going to be a whole other ball of wax to get into because we have to do computing power somehow. So I don't think it's just enough to make the research station. I think you also have to make blade computers, and at least I think of them as blade computers. Oh, actually, before we jump into all that, let's come over here real quick. I did set up everything for advanced components. So honestly, it's not that much fun. I was going to show you doing it, but it's literally just going to be laying out. I actually left it here so we could do the final stages together. And now I'm looking at it going, it's going to be like an hour of just me running around grabbing all the parts. So next time we come, we will have advanced SMD components. I just wanted to show you that it's literally exactly the same as over here. Only we're going to be using, the only difference is I dumped 3/4 of our polybenzimidazole in there, leaving me with about 180 buckets left in case we need it for other stuff. That's another thing we want is the chemical plant. There's so many things we need to get to. These aren't going to be hard to make. They do require the UV chips, but I think as soon as we get the crystal chips. So I just don't know where we're going to do the crystal chips. That's not what I was expecting to need. Oh, that's what we're going to check and see how much space does it require. Because if we're going to make these guys, that's just a ender drawer, ender drawer, ender drawer, ender drawer, wire mill and ender drawer. So if I come in here, I've got a bit of space up there. Could, yeah, see, like, I'm doing some stuff there. In fact, what are we making with that? Am I making Nor chips? I don't need to be making Nor chips in there. Hmm. Okay, so crystal chips. This is the thing, is that the recipe for this, okay, so there's only one recipe for this. It's just a laser engraver. Easy enough. It's all going to be LUV, and I don't mind that. This processor has to be LUV. Again, don't mind that. There is a better recipe. We have to make the crystal system on a chip, but that requires something we don't have. Or does it? Crystal CPU, crystal system on a chip. Oh, the processor itself requires ZBM. Although, I guess if we pushed it, maybe if we just do... What if we just did one batch, brought them up to UV, and made a couple of ZPM circuit assemblers? We could just jump right into making the system on a chip version of this. Okay, well, let's assume that that's what we're gonna do. Then let's try that. So if we do that, we have this recipe instead. We do have to make yttrium barium cuprate, but that's not a huge deal. I don't think. And this will be soldering alloy, if we see. Multi-layer form reinforced printed circuit. That was so hard to say. Oh, we have it. 5 nanometer titanium wire. We have. Okay, so all of this is pretty straightforward. It's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 spots in the 3x3x4, 5, 3x3x5 area. And realistically, as we're looking at it, we only have 2 by 3 because I do want to be able to. Although, I guess this is all wasted space back there, isn't it? So we got plenty of space we could use. So, okay, so what else do we need? It's mostly how do we get the wires over there, but we'll figure that out. So let's try that again. If we come in here and we look at the crystal system on a chip, there's only one way to make this. Okay, which means we need a crystal CPU anyways. There's only one way to make that. So that's a engraved crystal chip. So we're going to grab that. And then, oh no, we're going to grab this one because emerald plates are easier. Emerald plates only come from cutters. This is getting kind of expensive, isn't it? And space-wise, that is. Helium gas shouldn't be a big deal. And then the raw crystal chip. This is where things get dicey. We don't have bacterial sludge. We do have europium. It does require clear, but this is probably the one we're going to end up doing. No. We have to bootstrap it anyways. So we get a couple of exquisite emeralds. We make... Ooh. And by a couple, I mean probably like a couple stacks of exquisite emeralds, which will be okay. Okay, so what we want is we want, not mutagen, we don't have that either. This is the recipe we ultimately want. But before that, we're going to do this recipe. So let's start off with that. Let's see how much liquid europium we can grab. I have, So in between episodes, I did set up a fluid solidifier. We're just not making enough. Let's build up a little bit of this because I think we get 9 chances per. And let's run down. I think over here we can run over and grab crushed emerald. Let's grab like 4 stacks of that. And with the crushed emerald, we need to run it through the ore washer to get purified, and then the purified we can run through the sifter. So the ore washer is fine, it's just distilled water. And that is right over here. Okay, so we'll set you from chemical bath to ore washer. Pull these out. Pull these out. And we can put this guy in here. Randomly, we have just a little bit of radon gas, which is not cool, but it's fine. And then we'll go down and get, how much is this? 32? Just go get some more distilled water. there's some distilled water. Okay. Okay, so I'm kind of changing what we were gonna do on the fly. I was gonna just automate it right off the bat, but now I'm kind of thinking maybe that's not the best idea. Okay, why aren't you? Oh, it's gonna need a better output bus. That's okay. MV output bus. And then it's got it's just visual. Okay. I was just curious. You know how it goes. Okay, so it's purifying all this, and then we get stuff we don't care about. It's fairly fast. What does it say it's running? 12 ticks. And then I happen to already have a sifter here. So if I give it sifter, I got a little too carried away with the UOV output buses, didn't I? It's okay. Okay. Done. Okay, we got 3 exquisite emeralds. And what was it we needed to do? In the autoclave. But it does require a clean room. What tier? An HV autoclave. So we could either break this down and put it in there. Or honestly... Wait. What is this? Time-wise. 600 seconds. Okay, so... If we go to LUV, that's much more manageable, right? So yeah, we're gonna... Can I put this right in here? Is it? Do I want to put it right in here? It blocks that no matter what we do. Could I put it right here? 1, 2, 3. It's a little cramped, but I think it's probably okay. Okay, let's do that real quick. So I don't think there's anything in here we care about. It's even got the old maintenance hatch. Oh, that's gonna... It's already causing drama. All right, let's clear out some of this stuff. Into the IV hatch, yeah. You and you, and you, and I am actually just gonna leave that there. Liquid blitz that can stay there. So we'll come back for that later. Let's grab the better maintenance hatch. I'm getting ready to need another one of those soon too. So 1, 2, 3, right there. A large autoclave. Input. MV input hatch and MP input bus. Yeah. Okay. I don't know that it matters. I get confused. I haven't set up a pattern yet for which one goes on top, which one goes on the bottom, which seems again kind of poor, but you know, whatever. Although the autoclave, does it have any output liquids? I don't even need to look at anything. Doesn't look like it, does it? It would all be... I'm not seeing anything at all. So let's we can go ahead and skip that. And then put these guys back down. And where are we gonna get power? We'll get power from right there. We'll be one block shy. Okay, let's do that. So this might be a 2-step process. Give me 1 second. All right, it's not right by my house, but kind of close. There's I guess it's a state highway, but it's just a road. And it used to be like a straight shot right out of town, like that. Oh, I was gonna grab the other thing too, wasn't I? Uh, so this road was, I think it used to be kind of like a um, drag racing, not drag, but just people racing. It was just a racing road, and it's over here. Silicone, 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 and no big deal. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, and it's not safe, but fine, whatever. And then they started putting in stop signs. Oh man, did that irritate them? They just can't even handle the fact that there's stop signs there now. And so they still try to use it, but then they chicken out and they stop, and then they like rev their engines real loud. So that was me pausing to let them vent their frustration. Okay, so let's 2 is fine. We'll try that. We'll see how much that gets us. I don't like the fact that I can't get back in one fell swoop. It's in here, and input hatch. Oh, this is going to be a lot. So let's go see. Did you use up all your water? No, but you should be done with all of this by now. Oh, no. It just, okay. And then the sifter, we tried that, and it was like, doop, doop, doop. Okay, here, let's do this. You, and you get those, and we'll do the same thing over here. I wasn't doing it before because, I didn't want to deal with it. Oh, okay, it already did. Good. I hate dealing with all the extras that I don't want to deal with. Okay. But exquisite emeralds, we got... Oh, they don't stack. Now, I think... Yeah, could we just... grab these? I don't have a laser engraver out here. In fact, I don't think I've gotten a laser engraver at all. I don't even know if this would be faster, but we'll go ahead and we'll try it. I think I've got IV. Yeah. So, flawless. Along with a white lens. White lens is going to be in here. That's in here where I just moved that. Yeah. Just... Oh, diamond is light blue. Not white. Okay. Then a white lens would be... Oh, it's always so weird when I move stuff around. It's never quite seems the same. Like that had been an imposing presence right there forever, and now it's not. Ah, well. Okay. What do we have? We have 2 rock... Oh, because we only put the couple of them in there. Okay, that's fine. This is, yeah, the 9-second recipe. Okay, so what we're going to do here is... Oh, right, and it's only a 10% chance? Plus 10%. Plus 20%. Oh, this one changes. Okay, so this one's a 70% chance of getting it. So that's fine. And then this one is definite. It's a definite chance to get it. So to get the raw crystal chips, we throw it in a forge hammer. Now, I don't have a forge hammer handy, but we can make that happen. So let's try that, because this should non-up them. Large material press. I can change this to a forge hammer. Toss that in there. And we should get 45. And then if I come back over here, I can actually even pull those out and just put this in here. Is this a faster or slower recipe? It's exactly the same. Okay, so did use one of those. But now we should get this, and we should be able to ramp up. So I've been putting gems in here, I think. Whatever. It's fine. You can go in here. And I guess I didn't need this after all. But we do have more exquisite emeralds now. I don't think we do anything with the flawless. Oh, no, we needed flawless for the MV emitters. How did I get... No, no, no. We need something else. Oh, we do. Oh, right. But the way I did it was I just used a laser. The sifter I don't find super useful. Okay, so we've got these raw crystal chips. And what we're going to do with those is run them in a blast furnace with emerald plates. So let's go get... Actually, I've got them right here, don't I? I can do yoink. We'll do 63 to start with and see what happens. So I should be able to put this in here. Wait, that can't stay there. And we do that. We got that. And let's see. I do have an input hatch, but it's got argon in it. So I guess we're going to play that. I just... Here. Let's do that. And then we'll grab... I do want to use this for a second. Sorry, buddy. It turns out we made the dust for the samarium iron arsenic oxide, but we didn't actually set up a smelter for it, and we needed for something. Something coming up requires those. Okay, so you're done, and I can swap you out for... No, you don't go in there. Another MB hatch. I think I'd know where they were because I literally just looked at them. 8IMB MB hatch. There we go. Alright. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna mumble to myself for a minute. Go like that. You're good to go. And yeah. We need helium. Let's go grab some of that. That's 32. We already have these here. We'll just grab 32 and see what we get out of this. Argon helium. In fact, I'm not even using that helium. I should probably allocate it to something, because I think it's just going to waste right now. Alright, we got the helium. We have not a lot of raw crystal chips, but that's okay. We'll put you and you in there. And no, because I betcha it needs a 2. No. HV, helium, raw crystal chips, and emerald plates. HSSG. That's Naquita, so it's higher. Oh. Because the one that was actually able to do it was blocked. Okay, so this is only taking like 3 seconds, which makes sense because it's absolutely just a precursor thing. So we should be getting engraved crystal chips here, and these need to be run through the laser engraver again. Now, this is what I was kind of dreading because it requires a clean room. I don't think I have an LUV. Oh, I do. So... Okay. We do laser engraver. We're not going to do it. But we need to make the large engraving laser. So I think I'm going to do this off camera because it's not crazy. It's not new. There's nothing super fancy about it. The biggest thing is it requires this ink alloy. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, titanium tungsten carbide. And that's just another stupid little alloy. I don't think anything else uses it. I think the only thing we do with it... well, well down the line, we could get that. But this seems like a good off-camera project for me to do because, yeah. It's... Well, especially since it's not actually going to... In fact, I already put the laser engraver down. Okay. Yeah, so eventually that's coming. And I think we decided it's just going to float in the air, like up here somewhere. I didn't realize that there's an autoclave stuff that required a clean room. Yeah, this is tooling along nicely. So we just got to remember to grab this, smash it a little bit, and make sure to duplicate these parts. We can get these parts, or can we? So we have to set up a cycle for this. Is that true, or is that? Okay, so it's either we're growing more crystals using mutagen or liquid europium or bacterial sludge. All of those are like crazy. Like, well, we could get this biomass and bacteria, or sterilized growth media and bacteria. We get bacteria with water and biochaff in a brewery. Okay, so that might be a thing that's coming. That might be a thing that's coming. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and do this. There's got to be something in there that I'm missing. Yeah, so I'll cycle through those a little bit, but in the meantime, we need these guys. Okay, let's grow a couple more. Input bus. Yeah. Okay. So, well, this finished again. Great. Okay. What are we doing with this? We have to. Oh, we're making this guy, and that means a lime lens. What? Oh. There's only one lime lens, right? So we can't just lathe. I was just like, what the heck? So it outputs the lens instead of just keeping it there. Interesting, but whatever. So we need to get some lime dye. I don't like making the dyes. It's been a while since we've had to go to our color cage here. 4 sufficient. We are going to need 1 bucket of sulfuric acid and 8 salt. I actually had salt a while ago, but I tossed it over the edge. What? I mean, come on. Let's see. Do I have any? I've got rock salt, but no regular salt. Okay. That's fine. We'll come down here. Nope. Still can't. I did something wrong. I really. Don't mind me. It's this one, right? No. One of these. That far corner. There's the one. Should have salt. Okay. 8, please. And sulfuric acid. Where am I doing sulfuric acid in an easy to reach manner? Let's put those away. I actually happen to... Oh, I've been tearing stuff down in here, just in case that wasn't clear. This is coming next. This is the polybutyrol. And it's not working right now for some reason, and I think it's because I broke all this precursor, whatever this precursor is. It's probably just oxygen, but, you know. So we're a little bit on a time limit. Yeah, all this is fine, but I've got sulfuric acid right here. Oh, right. Bucket. That'll do. I got a task completed for it. Cool. That was a very important task completed. Chemical reactor. Input bus. Input hatch. And then this should be sufficient. You and you. And it's just done right away. It gives us that much lime dye. And we'll put it in a steel barrel to match all the other ones. And then I think we use this guy again. We're done with doing it like this, right? Yeah. So... I don't know what that is. What I found is that, for the most part, Oh, it really doesn't like whatever I just did. I'm not dropping any frames or anything, so I'm not sure. What I found, I uh, I actually had a big backlog. I had like several episodes backed up, and then I had a whole bunch of like the episodes that I had already recorded. Sorry, I'm rambling a little bit, but I had all the episodes that I'd already recorded still sitting on my computer because it takes a while to get them off the computer. And okay, you're good. Take the lime dye. It's not sure if we'll need it again, but it's better to have it than not, right? And it seems like the problem was with some of the recording issues recently that I mean didn't have a lot of recording issues, but I had just enough. And I think the issue was that my hard drive, the NVMe drive, even though it's an NVMe drive, because it was like 40 or 80% full, it just didn't like anything. Yeah. So system on a chip. Okay, that's easy. We do need a ZPM one, but it's literally just run it through the laser engraver again. No big deal. So we'll probably, when we automate it, which is going to be pretty quick, we'll jump right into systems on a chip because that's, I think, going to be easier. We'll prioritize getting several ZPM processor manufacturing things. Let's see. Yeah, all of these are ZPM. So we'll just get some ZPM circuit assemblers and call it good. I think it'll be okay. This is the only one that's got me a little nervous. And it's literally just run some more stuff. I got to go make a bunch more blast furnaces. Although, in fact, probably just that. Do we need the do we need that for anything else? Packer, electrolyzer. Yes, but maybe not. Polonium flux dust. Yuck. Where are we getting ourselves into? Make hot polonium flux ingots. And the polonium flux ingots are... Oh, is it... What did I just see? It's a plastic? There we go. To make UIV computational matrices. So I think we can probably not worry about that for now. Okay, so the crystal CPUs. Let's start assembling stuff. We don't want the wetware processor. We want the crystal processor. And so this is the best tier of IV circuit. So it would be nice if we could get this going and the Z. Yeah, this will let us up to the next tier. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go work on this. So I'm gonna move this down here, and we'll just go grab all the stuff. We have 32 of these, I think. Yeah. So let's grab enough for 32. 32 multi-layer fiber reinforced boards and a stack of nano CPU chips. Luckily, I think they're in literally the exact same place. Yeah, right here. Multi-layer. Why are there not enough in there? Uh-oh. Okay, what are you missing? Okay, I'm not going to fix it right now, but that needs to be fixed. It's missing sodium persulfate. I must have moved the sodium persulfate that it was coming out of. Oh, it's taking the sodium persulfate. Transfer into router from... Right there. Okay. Well, obviously that's not going to work. Okay, well that's an easy fix. In fact, you know what? I think we can just go fix that. Sodium persulfate should be one of these. Yeah, that one. Okay, that was an easy fix. I do a lot of these little easy fixes as I'm going around. I just, sometimes they're not super easy. All right, well now what are you... Okay, you're good. All right, cool. It should be making 1,000 of them, so that's that. Okay, and then it was the blue one, right? Nano CPU chips are right here. Wait. Yeah, the chip. Oh no, we need the advanced stuff. Okay, well, let's go. We need 4 stacks of niobium titanium wire, which means a half stack of niobium titanium. Yeah. Uh, do we use this for anything? Doesn't look like it, so I need to go actually make it. Trying to think of what the easiest way to get some would be right here, I think. And then we can run over here. Snag you. Put that back. And then we'll run it through the wire thing, and then we will... Let's see what we... Oh, I'm running low on time, but I think it'll be fine. In fact, we'll just do the 2 that we need. We need capacitors and transistors. So... Actually, you know what? I think I've got some polybenzimidazole right here. And we're going to need that for whichever one capacitors is. So middle one is capacitors. And that's 2 benders. Yeah. So I need to give it some wires. Not that one. That would be a gross misuse of parts. And you go up. Yeah. And then same thing here. It's going to import. And then it's going to export. And then this one is just going to export 1,000. We're not going to be able to do 1,000 yet because this is all the polybenzimidazole we've got, but that's what we're going to do. And then what we need to do is fluid module. It doesn't matter if it goes in the back, but that's what we're going to do. It's going to go out, and we should see this emptying. Yeah. And you're filling up. Okay. So we'll connect the power. It's that one, and this is really badly organized, but that one. Yeah, and then give it an ender drawer. And I'm not real worried about it using too much of things, but a little bit worried. So let's do this. Do that and lock it. And basically, once we get the chemical plant up and running, that's our cue that we can move on from polybenzimidazole. And then, what was the one on the top? Advanced capacitors requires HSS foil. I don't think I've got HSSS. Oh, wait, no, yeah, these are all HSSS, right? Uh-oh. Why are you out of HSSS? Have you always been out of HSSS? Well, that's not good. I thought we were good on that one. That's this one here. I might need to... I don't think it... Well, we could... We're at IV. We could bump up to LUV. Yeah, it's just... Okay, is that... Just looking at all the input hatches. And then the input message just got the casting gate. Yeah, so it's just... Uh-oh. We could do this. For now. And... grab this longer term. How much longer are you going to wait? You are 80 seconds. Okay, so we'll come back for that. And in the meantime, run over here and... behind me. For some reason, this particular spot right here, it shows them over there, even though the warp itself is over here. And I don't quite know why that is, but I also am not sure I care that much. I was going to make some... Oh, I was making... I was going to make another couple of assemblers, and then I thought, you know what? Let's just get this going. Okay, so you've got that. This is not going to be as easy as I thought. I wonder how he set it up to make more stuff. Okay. It doesn't matter. For now, we're going to look at the... We did set the... I think we set the other one to cook. Transistors is HSSG wire and vanadium gallium foil. That's very much easier. Vanadium gallium is this one. Come on. There we go. Run, run, run. And the foil goes on... Let's see. Transistors is the second one, and so the foil goes on the bottom. But we do need that. Okay, and then it's the same thing here, but I need to go get more robot arms. Okay, and I put them all down like this so that the output should be facing south. Yeah, let's go grab some more robot arms. So far, unless I have a reason to, HV robot arms have been sufficient. I'm not sure why we are so shy on HSSG. All right, I'm going over here. And then you are coming out the front. Well, it's not the front, but, you know. And you get that. And you're already good to go. HSSG. So we've got to go run over to the other side. That's all that is. Okay, and in the meantime, we will connect this. Connect the other two. You and you. And I suppose this is going to want a 10. And you're good. You stopped. That's what I always want to see. And I suppose this is going to want a 10 as well. Oh, and then we're going to want the fluid. These all require a bucket each of polybenzimidazole, so I don't know what we're going to do when I run out, but I think we're getting close, so I may just have to make some more. We're going to make so many chemical plants when the chemical plants are happening. Let's go ahead and smush all of this. Just really make sure we've got enough. Right. Grab this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we should probably start loading all this into here. Nano CPUs. That can go in there. That can go in there. And we have the chips. Where did the chips go? Are they still in here? No. Ah, good. Whew. I was like, what? All right, so you go in there, and we're just waiting on those last little bits of stuff. The advanced SMD components. Took me a second to remember what they were. Okay, so we're going to come over here. We're going to grab the few HSS ingots we managed to make, and we're going to grab this HSSG. Wait a second. Transistor. That one. HSSG. That's S. Or sorry, that's E, and this is S. Oh, that was close. I would have been frustrated. Look what's going on. Where do we have G? I bet you it's in here, all the way down at the end. I can't run down here anymore because I keep stepping on the drawers on the ground, and then I can't get past the wire. I'll figure something out for it eventually. Oh, I don't want to be here yet. I want to be over here because we need to get the parts. Yeah, okay. So HSSG is there, and you were going to be wires, right? Yeah. So we'll give that a 3. All right, and then are you running? No, because it changes every time I come in here. Needs 8 wires. Okay, now you're running. It's that squeaky noise. That's the one that I'm coming to recognize. Oh, and then we were gonna put. You've got the polybenzimidazole sheets, and you need those 9 ingots we made on a 10. Okay, and you're working too. Good. 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 Okay. How many of these do we need though? For this processor, ooh, we need 3 stacks of each. Okay, well I've got 2 here. Task completed. Yeah. Those are for the advanced SMD component quest. We can do that and that. And then we can do this and that and these guys. All in there. And I know my inventory's a mess. But I've got 1 solid machine casing because I upgraded the ZPM Guga, the motor maker. And I've got these things because I broke the machine that had them. I've got these parts because I was going to make another ZPM assembler. But now I'm kind of thinking we should probably look at the ZPM other thing. Okay. This is the part that's going to be... I'm not entirely sure if we want to do this. But we need to go in the circuit assembler. And we can make... Oh. Oh, gross. The 3D NOR chips take... they just take IV circuits, not crystal ones specifically. That's okay. I can live with that. But still, that's a lot. Hopefully by the time we get there, it's not a problem. Okay, but what we want is we want the processor assembly. That'll be LUV processors. And we'll move over into making these here soon. Oh, Nelly. Okay, so hold on. This is making 2 chips for every crystal CPU. So we should get well, maybe a stack. Do we have another stack of these? Oh, man, it's making so many. Why are you making so many? Make 16 each. Oh, because we get so many. So we got, we put 9 in, and we probably got, is it 4 or 8 foil out? 4 foil out. So we got 36 foil. Each one of them makes a thing. Okay, cool. So if I run back over here and put these in, that'll be the full complement. So we'll get our half stack of CPU bits processed, and we should get a whole stack. How long is this going to take? 10 seconds each. That's okay. But we'll do better once it's automated because we won't have to wait. Okay. So we're going to get a stack of these, which means we're going to go back and get... Oh, we got to make the inductors. We got to make everything. Oh, we need 24 no, 2. So 12 stacks of RAM chips. Actually, I've got 12 stacks of RAM chips already set and ready to go. Okay. So we're kind of on our way. Let's I keep clicking on the wrong one. All right, we need another 32 multi-layer fiber reinforced things, and we need to make a ton of those. A ton more of that. Okay. All right, we can make this happen. I can't promise we're going to have even numbers of stuff coming out of this, though. Let's go ahead and... 6, sure. I want to be in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, man. I keep forgetting. I must have only gotten 5. Whatever, it's good enough. And we need to go do the inductor. Now, the inductor was a little weird because the inductor requires an extruder. But otherwise, it's basically the same. I'm just hoping it's not something I thought we were good on a bunch of the stuff that we're apparently not good at. Oh, yeah, this is the one that requires HSSE and fine palladium wire. Okay, so palladium is... I don't know where I've got palladium. What else uses palladium? That's it. Something you use palladium foil? Ah, good. Okay. It's right where we're going anyways. All right, we'll snag that somewhere in here. Maybe. Wait a second. Didn't we just say palladium foil was going to be in here? Chemical reactor, multi-layer fiber reinforced circuit board. Fiber reinforced, palladium foil. Oh, I know what I did. I did the palladium outside. Yeah, there we go. So we want that, and then we want 32. Do I even have a... I do. Okay. I've been going around the long way every time I want to go out. Okay, and these all got made. Good. I assume we're going to be using more palladium pretty quickly. But that'll be okay because right now palladium is very much slowed down because it's like a 4-step process to purify it from the platinum sludge group section. We want to go over here, so we go right there. Yeah. Now, as if I know, I do. I have this set to max of 64. Good. We'll do that then. You can go in there and... Oh, we were making the inductor. I was like, why do I have this? Because we need it. Okay, that makes sense. Inductor is the last one. And I have ender drawers. I might run out of ender drawers again. Except I need to do the robot arms. You. Input. You. Down. You. Input. You. Up. And then output the front. And okay, so I don't think we're gonna have to worry about running out of polybenzimidazole. I didn't realize just how many it made. Or so if we're doing 1024, that's what, 16 stacks. So it's really only a stack. So that's like 64 ingots worth. That's only 6,400 millibuckets. I mean, it's more than that, but like not that much more. All said and done. So we should be good. We should be, I mean, we should have more than we need by an order of at least 10, maybe 100. And that's what I was worried about. Okay, so not the extruder, but the wire mill gets you. Good. And then, oh, we do need to do another one of these guys. Goes right there. Out. Goes in there. Okay, it's transferring it. Good. And then we'll go ahead and connect that while we're here. Connect the other ones while we're here. I was not expecting... I mean, I was kind of expecting to do this. So palladium's weird. You don't actually have to set the circuit because it only makes one thing in the wire mill. I find that so weird compared to everything else. Yeah, so since it only makes one thing in the wire mill, it just goes. I wonder how many other things are like that. Okay, this one's already... Oh, it doesn't. Okay, we need to pick up the ring while we're at it. I have 2, I believe. Don't. Okay, well, let's fix that too. So we need to come over here, switch this from that to the forming press. Then, so I don't forget, we'll go ahead and switch it back to the forge hammer, although forgetting and not forgetting is kind of... Ooh, that's a lot. Probably should have just left them in the output because I don't think... Wait, that's not where that goes. Oh, we can fit it all in here. Good. We don't have enough europium in there to make it happen. I'm thinking it's probably... I don't know what we're going to do there. The automation is going to be a little bit inky until I figure that out. Give me 1 second. Nope, false alarm. Okay. HSS HSSE, right? Just double check. HSSE. So that is over here, down here, and then up the ladder. And I know I could just go to the other, not to the floor above, but for whatever reason, what I've been finding myself doing is here, and I'll grab it, and then instead of running over to that, I run down the stairs, and then I run back over to this one, and then I warp back. The brain and cognitive maps is fascinating, but stupid. Okay, so you are going to get this ring. I didn't mean to take the whole thing over. And then you're going to get this and that. And you should just go, right? Yeah, nice. Okay. So, wait, hold on. Did I did set you to only be... Yeah. Nice. Okay, so let's lock this. Those are both locked. Good. And how many of these do we need? Like a bunch. 4 stacks wouldn't be bad. We'll take 2 for now. Oh, and I guess we need some more. 4 stacks of those. I think. Yeah, it'll be double. So we're not going to get this whole thing done, I don't think. Because we're not going to have enough polybenzimidazole. It's the limiting factor right now. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have most of the components we need. The only thing we're missing is the actual crystal processors themselves. And something in here is not necessary. The SMD capacitors. So that means that we're missing... Oh, the titanium wire. That's over here. We have way too much of it. We have way too much of it. Drop. What is this? Oh, right. I could probably let that go. Nope, 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 nope. What did you just do? Don't do whatever you're doing. Stop it. I'm supposed to go in there. That's all. Let's go ahead and move this back and move this back. And both of them are running? Yeah, good. Although, I wonder if that's going to eat all the helium that's in there. There's no more helium in there. Okay. Right, so this stuff all goes in here. And you are making crystal processor assemblies. Now, the only reason to make the crystal processors is so that you can bump them up to UV, realistically. I mean, if we are limited on resources, maybe that's a different story. But the only reason to make them in the first place, because we've already got automated. We've got hundreds of the LUV processors. So these are just LUV processors is all right. But we can take it one step further and bring them up to ZPM. And then we can bring them up to UV. So automating it is different. We automate it because the resources are kind of just less. And so we can automate the higher tiers. Yeah. Okay. So the next tier is the supercomputer. And then we need... I don't know how many this is going to make. Let's go grab some more titanium wire while we're here. And this is probably way more than we need. But that's fine. So this one, yeah, see, we need more anyways. So we need some NAND chips. So let's grab, I don't know, a whole pile of NAND chips and a whole pile of NOR chips. And we'll go some more RAM chips while we're at it. So this is also easy. We're going to go back and forth twice. If I remember where we're doing this. Down here, in here. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure. I don't know how many we're needing. We're just kind of eyeballing it because counting is hard and I don't want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, so that was NAND. So we're going to grab NOR. And these replace real fast. I like all these machines with the small, teeny little chips where you make like 32 of them at a time. That's just nice. Yeah, so you guys can go in here. And then we'll get some more RAM chips. Okay, well that is an easy tier. I like this tier. This tier makes everything nice. We do need to go get some more. You know what? I should just, well, now it doesn't matter. But we do need to grab some more these fiber reinforced. That was the one we need, right? Yeah, multi-layer. I think we'll be able to do 32 when all is said and done. So that's fine. Just put it back in there. And then the only thing we're missing, that's everything. Oh, that's an easy tier. I like that tier. We just got to wait for this to finish processing all of those, and that's going to take a minute. I am going to grab this, though, and put this down in place of this. And then I don't really need these capacitors in here. So let's go put them back. Yeah, let's go just put them back. That'll do. And then the next tier after that. No, 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 no. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Okay. That is frustrating. My frustration level is not peaked, but okay. It's not going to be that big a deal, but we do need to get the data orb to handle it. And then to get the data orb to handle it, we need the research station. This was digging in the back of my brain, and I didn't connect it till just now. I don't think that this is going to be a hard research to do. I think 16 is pretty easy. But a solid but. I don't know how yet. So I'll let these guys cook. I don't know what we're going to do. But I think we want to get several CPM processors. Because we'll come in here. And in fact, I was thinking we would have to do it out here. But no. Here's what we need to do. This one is already doing the 4 ingredient chip. So that one's good. This one is already making the best chip, the quantum processors. Like, why is this one managing? Oh, because I don't have it. I needed less space. Yeah. So we'll tear all this out, right? Like, we don't need to use the SMT capacitors. And in fact, there is a recipe in here that uses advanced capacitors, and that would be technically a little bit more efficient, but no reason to redo the whole thing when we're gonna switch to a completely different recipe here shortly. So the quantum processors, this is the recipe we want to use, is this recipe right here. So we've already got the advanced systems on chips, we've already got the fiber reinforced printed circuit board, we've already got the fine platinum wire, and we've already got the niobium titanium going, and making a bolt out of it is no big deal. Liquid soldering alloys already in the machine. The only thing that's a problem is that it has to be ZPM. It's even already in a clean room. We just need the ZPM one. So once we get that, that makes this done. Finished, completely fantastic. And that means that we can bump up here, and instead of making the quantum processor assembly, we'll make the crystal processor. And then to make the 4 component crystal processor is still a ZPM recipe. The fine niobium titanium wire is easy. We've got the multi-layer fiber reinforced circuit board. Yttrium barium cuprate bolt is just an extruder recipe, still MV, no big deal. So we'll have to make this, but we'll jump right from quantum processor assemblies to. I mean, there's no reason as long as we've got the. I mean, we'll make a ZPM laser engraver, but basically this becomes the multi-layer one. Actually, this will stay right there. And then right here, we'll put a laser engraver. And then on this level, we'll do the raw crystal chip manufacturer. Probably with this. Anyhow, point is that it's not going to take anything. I've been letting it noodle in the back of my head while we were working on this. And automating the crystal chips is no big deal. We just need to make sure that we prioritize smashing the crystal chips, the raw crystal chips. We have to smash these before we make more. When oh, it requires electric blast furnace. I totally forgot about that part. Is there a better way to do that? Crystal system on a chip. There's only one way, and that's to make the crystal CPU. There's only one way to make the crystal CPU, which is engraved crystal chip. There's only one way to make the engraved crystal chip, which is in electric blast furnace. So how are we going to do that? Because we can't do it inside of here, and I don't really have room anywhere else. Do we have room right below? Not really. Huh. Uh-oh. We have room above? We do, but that's kind of janky. So I might just put the blast furnace that's going to operate it right here, and then we'll warp it in and out with modular routers, and then we can at least see that it's going down there because it's going to be 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So it's going to be a little bit diagonal, but I think that's probably going to be about as good as we can do. It's even the same distance away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get to the thing. And oh, I guess not, but still. Yeah, so I'll put a blast furnace right here, and that's going to be what processes it. We need to put helium in there. That's not a big deal. In fact, no, I don't have helium anywhere else down there. So in fact, realistically, do the chip parts, these don't need to be inside a clean room. So what we'll do is we'll output. Yeah, we'll have the blast furnace here. We'll output with a pipe, and or not. How will we do it? I don't know. Figure something out. And then we can probably manually make it for a little while, but we'll definitely switch this over to. Well, okay, so wetware is the next tier, and the wetware processor. That's the Dr. Konik approved ZPM circuit. That's not what we want. We want LUV circuit. Oh yeah, these are the draconic wetware. No, we want the regular wetware. So this is a highly advanced system on a chip, and that's not a thing we can do. It is a thing we can do as soon as we get neutronium. Huh, okay. So that might also be. This one requires crystal CPUs as well, so we'll just really want to have a stockpile of those. But if this is a ZPM processor as well, maybe we just redo our entire processor line, because we'll have all of this stuff done. We won't have neural processing units. So that's the new part of this. So the neural processing unit is a beastie, it looks like. I'm not sure we have stem cells. Okay, but the stem cells require bacteria. So we have to make bacteria anyway. So let's mark bacteria as a thing we want. And we'll go from there. Anyhow, so this has been a little bit disappointing. I thought we were going to get to UV circuits today. We did get the crystal chips. So that's nice. I like that. You're still just processing away. You're making the supercomputers. Oh, good. That's the ZPM tier. We're not going to use those. We're going to save those for making in the research station. And in fact, did I make? No. One of the next things we have to do is make the. We have to make the research station. We have to make the LUV scanner and put it in the IV scanner. And once we've done that, we should be good. Pretty much, I might even take a moment and just. I mean, we got a couple other ones, but that's like UV, so we have to make a new machine anyways. That's UV. So I might go through and all of the ones that aren't out of our reach, I might just go make all of the chips for them, because we've got this guy over here making the chips, and in fact, I may as well set that up a little higher. Let's go ahead and set this up a little higher. Or not. See, okay, this is platinum. I don't understand why platinum sometimes goes and sometimes doesn't go. I cannot wait to get the, Oh, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. It's because I'm dumb. Nope, it's not it. We're out of platinum. I don't know. I don't... where am I even doing platinum? I think it's over in here. Or did I... It would have been one of these metal precursor areas. That's palladium. So palladium's good. Ruthenium's good. Indium oxide. No, that's not it. Osmium's good. Where would we be doing? Oh, I know. It's over... No, that's our... Why are you stopped? You shouldn't be stopped. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'll figure that out later, too. It's over in the mid-process chain. It's over in the tall process chain. And nothing in here is running. Why isn't anything in here running? I will have to figure that out as well. Okay, so here, input bus, you have nothing in your input bus, and you have nothing in your output bus. This is how I've been having to check. This guy has got full nitric acid, full hydrochloric acid, full aqua regia. Okay, good. So it's this one that's stopped, which means that there's nothing in the input bus. It does have the nitric acid. Output hatch is just, it's voiding it. So it's got nothing in the output hatch because the input bus is busted, and the input bus should be this one. Yeah. Oh, because that's... Probably because that's full. Okay, why is that full? That's full. Because this is not voiding. This is part of why I don't like having stuff in line, I guess. Okay, so what are you making then? Oh wait, no, you're supposed to be making no, I don't want that. I don't want you to void. It's supposed to be making hydrochloric acid. Because its input is... Yeah, salt and water. Okay, well then... This is making oxygen. Let's make the... What are you... What does it even need? Platinum sludge group, which it mixed with the aqua regia. And that's the purified pentlandolite. Oh, we're out of whatever that is. Well, that makes sense. I think it's the sheldonite. Okay, does that mean we're not processing the sheldonite fast enough? I didn't even consider that was possible, but there we are. Sheldonite is down here somewhere. Bastnasite, no, we're using that. Pitchblende, no, we're using that. Nickel. Sheldonite. Okay, and you are not working because the macerator is empty. I know it doesn't matter, but you know, it's as I'm looking around at stuff. Okay, sheldonite ore is not being pumped in. That was it. That was all it was. Is the ender tanks broke? Does that mean? See now, why is this one 0? I know because the sheldonite was full, the molten destabilization. Okay. Let's look. Molten destabilization. What do you require? Because I'm about ready for that. Data module. Oh. No! It's LUV. It's not supposed to be that hard. We need a data module. Can we make a data module? We absolutely can make a data module. No, we need wetware. We will. We will shortly be able to make this data module. And then this is AUV in the research station. And 144 computation units, something per tick. It does take just a large fractionating distillery. And then in this line, this stuff shouldn't be too bad. 2 HV. Okay. Nope, we're not even close to it. So what that's telling me is we're going to be a while, so I might want to upgrade how this is running as well. Which means coming back over to this guy. Sorry, I know this is the very end of the episode, but I wanted to, take you guys with as we're figuring this out. Okay, so this is all backed up. No, it's not. It's been running everything and storing it. Okay, so then why was the one empty? Regardless, right now you are an EV. I would like you all to be faster, much, much faster. So what I'm thinking is we maybe want to grab the parallel hatch. Right now, I think we can make this one. It's LUV. We have all that stuff. We have ZPM circuits. We have machine hulls. Okay, we're going to mark that, and I will put that on here later. It might take too much drilling fluid, though. So I'm not sure we'll be able to run that consistently. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. We'll just run that. And then I was thinking, in fact, maybe next time we'll just upgrade our power supply. That might be a whole episode all on its own. Because this is only running IV. And some of these, we'll track down which one of these is the slowest. Yeah. And then if we're making more stainless drilling fluid, so we'll go back. Oh, so what I was thinking was, right now it's running an IV 16 amp, and the amperage it's pulling is not that bad. It's kind of, it floats for a while and then it goes way up because one machine is too slow. So if we can, in fact, is it this distillery? I don't know. One of these is real slow. So whatever that one is, we'll try to speed it up. We'll come up with something. But that'll preclude. So what I was thinking was we could put some solar panels here. In fact, maybe we'll just put solar panels all across the top. Hook them all to battery buses, and then have the battery buses push down. I don't know. Anyways, point is that removes power as an input. So right now, technically, there's two inputs. Power, and then these amethysts. And then the amethyst, you notice I've had this here bookmarked for a while. Could we get this? And the answer is kind of yes. If we get the amethyst seeds, which requires 16 amethyst essence, but that's kind of cooking a lot. Well, fire, earth, and dye. Dye is no big deal. Air, earth, and dirt. And dirt is just fire, water, and earth. So these elemental ones you get from centrifuging inferium. That's not the worst thing in the world. So if we got this, and we ran the amethyst seeds, they're not consumed. The prudentium essence has a small chance of being consumed. So if we just ran this, and then basically did an essence enchanting? No, essence replication. So this is not consumed. We put down the grower and the replicator. I think this stuff is too expensive for us, though. I think we have to use this stuff. Well, maybe we could do this. So it goes from 2.2.2 cryptand to NE to 2.2.2 cryptand. So it's NaC18H36O6N2 to just C18H36O6N2. So it adds the sodium. So I betcha if we just take this stuff and add sodium to it, sodium perchlorate, we get lithium perchlorate. Yeah. But I don't know if it's going to be fast enough is the problem. I do know that if we use this stuff in an essence burning, we get 16 per, and then I guess we'd have to smelt it. Anyways, point is, we could take this and basically add about 15 more machines and reduce it from 2 inputs to like 0 inputs just by adding some solar cells. We'd have to have a whole array of them. Oh man, that's got me super excited, but not gonna happen right now. It is, I think, on the horizon though. I think that would be a fun task, and then we can go see what else we can do. So basically it means that that's working like that. If we can get enough power coming in through here, maybe with solar cells. Right now this is running on 1 amp. Oh, it's a 16 amp energy hatch. So right now it's running on 16 amps of IV, so it's running at UV power. No, ZPM power. It's running at ZPM power. So that means if we get, I think the next tier solar panel, we could put 4 solar panels down. Here, here, here. I don't know, it's somewhere else. And then this would all be 0. And so how far can we push out that there are 0 inputs and we're getting all the outputs? That's another fun game. I just don't know how interesting I'm finding it. I find it interesting, but how interesting? Anyhow, that's enough rambling from me. I had fun. We made the crystal chips. We didn't automate them, but we're kind of a little bit a ways from automating them, I think. We do need to get that research station up and running. So until next time, I'll catch you on the flippity flop.